Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Ness Monster, and it is that time of year again. San Diego Comic-Con has already came, and it has officially ended. And with that, every year we get a Star Wars Black Series exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con. But this year, San Diego Comic-Con came and went, and there was no exclusive. And that is quite strange for the Black Series, considering that the Black Series has had a con-exclusive event every single year that SDCC was held in person since 2013. And that actually means in the last 10 years, we have not had a year without a Black Series SDCC exclusive that was held in person. And I say when held in person just because 2020 and 2021 San Diego Comic-Con was virtual and there was no actual physical event. And so Hasbro did not have any SDCC exclusives for that, but I'll get into that later in the video. But first up, we're actually going to go over and do a quick recap of the last 10 years of SDCC exclusives. But first, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to go down, hit that like button, and subscribe. We're actually running a crosshair giveaway with over a week left to enter. So if you do want to enter, make sure to go down, hit the like button, and subscribe. And then all you have to do is comment on that giveaway video to enter. And then I'll use a random comment generator to actually pick the winner. Starting off in 2013, we actually got our first ever SDCC exclusive, being the Boba Fett and Han and Carbonite 2-pack. This was a pretty cool set. Boba Fett was a re-release from the Orange line, but this did introduce the brand new Carbonite block Han, and that one actually stayed an exclusive to this set all the way up for 7 years until 2020 when it was re-released. And then in 2013, we did get the Jabba the Hutt set, which did have some exclusive figures, being the Salacious Crumb, as well as the little armrest dais thing. Both of those were pretty cool accessories to go with your Jabba, and this thing, again, did stay exclusive up until very recently. And in 2015, we actually did get the brand new exclusive First Order Stormtrooper, and this one was incredible at the time because this is one of our first shots of ever actually seeing what the new Stormtrooper would look like, and it blew everyone's mind. And so this one has a lot of nostalgia to me personally, and overall it is a pretty cool release, but it did obviously get many mainline re-releases down the road. Now, 2016 is where everything starts to get super crazy, with us getting 3 SDCC exclusive sets. First up being Jen Erso to promote Rogue One. This one obviously makes sense, and it was a pretty cool release. There was also the Ben Kenobi and Leia hologram exclusive set, and this one still remains to be exclusive to this day. We have not seen a release of this hologram again in the line, but really cool set, and I believe it's one of the first times they ever actually used any LED light-up features in a display or figure set. And then the third one being the Kylo Ren Starkiller base set, another really cool SDCC exclusive, which is one of my favorites. And then going into 2017, another 3 SDCC exclusives were released, one being the Thrawn set, which I still believe to be the best SDCC exclusive release ever, but this one was incredible, came with a ton of world building pieces. There was also the Tatooine Luke that came with the speeder, and this one is what kicked off the vehicle line, being only the second vehicle Hasbro's ever made. Now this one obviously did get a re-release, and the packaging is really the only thing that makes it exclusive. And then the third set released was a Luke and Rey 2-pack to promote The Last Jedi. This is one that I actually own, and it is actually the cheapest SDCC exclusive out there. You can get this thing for like under 25 bucks, so if you do want an SDCC exclusive, go for this one on eBay, but overall, it's pretty cool. 2018 brought us another 3 exclusive sets, one being this centerpiece set, which technically does come with a Kylo Ren figure, so I put it on the list because it does have an exclusive figure, which is still exclusive to this day. It comes with like a Kylo from Starkiller Base with the scar, as well as some snow weathering. Still super cool figure, and looking back, it's one that I completely forgot existed. There was also the Han and Mynock set that was released, which is pretty cool, and I think that this one really shined in the packaging. It looked incredible. And then the third one was another Han Solo figure, but it was the Hoth, Han, and Leia 2-pack, which actually was another one of the cheapest ones later in the day. It did go to Targets for some time, and now it's actually showing up in Ollie's, which is kind of crazy to think about, but at one time this was an SDCC exclusive. Moving into 2019, they actually dropped it down to 2 exclusives instead of 3, being the Kenner Boba Fett, one of the most iconic SDCC exclusives, and it's definitely my favorite of all time. And then there was also the Sith Trooper set to promote Rise of Skywalker, another really cool set, and at the time, it was, again, kind of mind-blowing because it was the first time we really saw the Sith Trooper. But yeah, pretty solid exclusives. Now, of course, we all know what happened in 2020. COVID hit and SDCC shut down. There was no San Diego Comic-Con in 2020 or 2021. I believe it was held virtually for both years. Actually, it might have been canceled altogether for 2020. It's been a while. I don't remember. I got COVID brain. But anyways, Hasbro actually did move all of their exclusives to Hasbro PulseCon exclusives because of this. Just to name a few of these, there was the Cad Bane 2-pack, the Heroes of Endor set, the Trapper Wolf figure, the Cantina set. There was a lot of these Hasbro PulseCon exclusives that I'm assuming that would have been SDCC exclusives. And then going into 2022, Hasbro struck hard again, releasing 2 SEC exclusives at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. First up being the Andor 2-pack, which was kind of interesting to see considering that Andor hadn't even released as a show yet. But then there was also the Boba Fett in Disguise, pretty solid releases. But the interesting thing about these was they also had these as shared exclusives with Hasbro Pulse, which is actually kind of crazy to think about because this is the first time they had ever done a SDC exclusive as a shared exclusive with Pulse or any other website. Now, granted, in the past they had sold off some of their extra stock on Hasbro Pulse, but they never actually went up and straight released this alongside the SEC exclusive at the con, so this is the first time they'd ever done anything like that. Now, we were all expecting the 2023 exclusive to be the Starkiller set, but Hasbro actually did reveal this early and said it would be a HasCon exclusive, not an SDCC exclusive. And even Yakface made a post saying that we should expect about 2 Black Series exclusives at San Diego Comic-Con this year, but San Diego Comic-Con came and went, and we didn't get any Black Series exclusives. Now, we did get a TVC exclusive, which was pretty cool to see, but nothing for Black Series. So I think the real question comes down to what happened, because if Yakface was saying that we should expect SDCC exclusive figures, I 100% believe him. He knows a lot of stuff about the Black Series and the behind the scenes of it, and so if he says that we should have gotten 2 SDCC exclusives, I believe that his statement has a lot of legitimacy, so I think that they at some point had SEC exclusives planned, but for some reason decided to not release them or delay them for a later release. And so this is what I think happened. Now, this is just a theory, so only take it with a grain of salt, but I think Hasbro saw the success of these HasCon exclusives in 2020 and 2021, as well as the success of the shared exclusive in 2022 through San Diego Comic-Con and Pulse, and so they saw the success of those figures, and they thought, hey, we're making a lot of money selling these through Pulse, why even bother delivering them to San Diego Comic-Con? So I believe what happened is that they're kind of going to shift away from SEC exclusives and do it all exclusively on Hasbro Pulse. I know that is a very bold claim, but if you really just look at it through Hasbro's eyes, I guarantee that Hasbro made a lot more money through selling these through Hasbro Pulse rather than exclusively at the con, because Hasbro Pulse is to a lot more people, so they have a lot more customers, which means they're making a lot more money. And so, at the end of the day, Hasbro does not care about giving people exclusives or mainline or anything like that. They care about making money, and so if they think they can make a whole lot more money selling these through Pulse rather than through like San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, that is what they're going to do. Now, maybe they're just trying it out for a year. Maybe they'll bring it back next year, or maybe there was some kind of production error with the 2 that they were supposed to release. We really don't know the details, but I think that this is a very valid theory, and I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comments below. Do you think that SEC exclusives might ever come back, or are they gone forever? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.